Hello friends, SentinalH here, and welcome back to our Civilization 6 Let's Play as Norway. Get these messages to go away. So in the last episode we did some more exploring. We know now that, that Geneva and Vilnius are on a little island. Aachen is over here for Germany, not connected to anything. Then we've got Toronto on its own little island, and we've got Yerevan on its own little island. So all these city-states seem to be on different islands, which makes sense because of our chosen map type. But then there's this enormous stretch of land here, which I wasn't expecting. And we've got Aleppo here, so we've got Arabia here, so that's interesting. All right, let's get going. So we've got our longboat here, still scouting out the shore of this landmass. Oh.
بفضل منه الواحد الأحد القوي المنتصر الدائم الذي لا ينتهي ملكه أرسل إليك تحياتي يا صديقي العزيز.
And now we have officially met Arabia. Yes, there's Cairo. Okay, so we found Cairo. So he's definitely expanding onto this landmass, which is something that I also want to do. Yeah, you have to send these delegations immediately, otherwise they never want them. Although I'm not really sure what those delegations actually do. If they just provide extra goodwill towards that dude or not, I have no idea actually. But they don't seem to ever want them if you don't give it to them right away. Okay, so here in Sarpsborg we could build a monument for one turn. Just to get 2 extra culture, which is probably a good idea. It's only going to take 1 turn. Anyway, and then we need to build a district. That's basically what this place needs right now, is a district. Although it also needs us to unlock the lumber yards. That's really what it needs. That's what we really need to do, is get those lumber yards. We'll build the monument. It's only going to take 1 turn. It gets us 2 extra culture per turn. Arabia received a foreign delegation from me. Well, of course. So now Germany's in medieval. We've got construction. So let's keep exploring now with our scout. Next turn we'll bring him inland. We have the iron mine now. Stavanger is indeed working it. Now somebody mentioned, why would I build an aqueduct in a city that already has access to fresh water? And that is an interesting question. Now obviously if I build an aqueduct I do get a few extra housing, and housing can be actually a bit difficult to come by, but it is a thought that I might just not build one in Stavanger. Then that depends on having good land for a neighborhood. For example, we've got some breathtaking tiles, but they've all got resources on them, so that would be a problem. So we'll see. Well, we have to be able to get enough housing in this place for it to actually be decent in the later game. So let's see. We really need to get to, where is it? Machinery, so I can finally get lumber mills. We need to get military tactics so I can get berserkers. Our special unit. For now, we're going to build mathematics. It's only going to take 1 turn to get mathematics, plus 1 to our naval movements. Although 1 turn to get engineering as well, so it doesn't matter. Let's get engineering first. We'll get the other one next. Okay, so Sarpsborg is done with this monument. Now it's time to build something else. It's really a question between gold or faith, and I think in this at this point we kind of want to go for gold. Yeah. So let's build another harbor. Although we could build an industrial zone or a commercial hub. But that begs the question, where would we put a commercial hub in this place? Is a bit of a question. A harbor is much more easy to justify, because what else are we doing with these tiles? Nothing. The question is, I put it here for 2+ gold, so that's really the point here, to get a bunch of gold from our harbor. Now, there is a question to be made of this Tundra Woods tile. I'll eventually claim it. If I put my harbor here, I might be able to later place a commercial hub here to get more money out of it because of the harbor adjacency. Whereas putting it over here really doesn't benefit me at all. We will eventually get this iron too. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put it right here. The harbor. Our ships can get through this. And this is more just for the gold anyway. Alright. This guy wants to go somewhere and he wants to do something. So what are we going to do with him? Well, I really want to put a mine on this hill. We don't own it yet. But I can just set them there. Let's take a look at Stavanger and see what they're going to take next. 5 turns they're going to take that, which is great because I can place the holy site there and we get a large bonus there. And eventually we'll own all these tiles. Buying them would be expensive, 50, and I'm not making very much money right now, so we're going to hold off on doing that. The swordsman, however, we're going to embark him and bring him over to this main island. This big, giant island. Now, I produced a settler. He's over here. He's going to make his way over here and go over where, with the dude, the swordsman. Okay, so we now have our trader in Sarpsborg, and we need to get a thing in Stavanger. So he's done. We did an internal trade route with Nidaros just to get this, well, to get the road built, but also because it would give Sarpsborg a bit of a bonus to its early production. Now I think I want to go for gold, literally go for the gold. Now if I send something to Yerevan, they're going to like it, and that might upset Germany because that would give me 3, which could make me the suzerain. Now Barbarossa currently has, is that 4? Does he have 4 envoys there? He's only got 3. So if I become if I get 3 with Yerevan, he won't be the suzerain anymore. He's not going to like that. Actually, let's give 1 envoy to Toronto so we can get that bonus. We're not going to put any more there. So now we have 2 envoys in Toronto, and now we have this. Why did it take 2? Shouldn't it usually take 1? I have no idea what's going on. So we want to trade somewhere. Oh, we can get actually 8 gold for trading with Aachen, and I think trading with Germany is a great idea because it gives us, it'll help improve our relationship with them as well. So this swordsman, since Arabia's over here, we're not going to settle over there. Anywhere we settle on this place over here is going to have to be in this vicinity. And we're going to have to find out where Scythia is, and we can't, obviously we can't go too close to her because she's annoying as hell. And we don't want anything to do with her. Well, that's interesting. That's not a separate landmass. It does go all the way through. Not that it matters. If we settle anywhere near Arabia, he's not going to like it. The reason I'm going 1 tile at a time is just because I want to see if there's anything interesting over there. And if there is, I would divert my course because these guys are exploring. I want them to find interesting things. I want to explore this whole map. I want to map out the seas, get enough gold so I can build up a large fleet of ships.
Magic. I've lived through some terrible things in my life. Some of which actually happened.
Some of which actually happened. It's funny, actually. I like that. So now we're going to come down here and explore that with our scout. We're going to send our longbow down around this coast, of course. Wait, what's that he's got there? Mahabodhi Temple. Is that what that is? Yep. He's got the Mahabodhi Temple. That's fine. Faith stuff. I just really need the Great Lighthouse. 3 turns we'll have the Great Lighthouse. And plus to my naval movement, which is going to be great. So, Christiansand, we can't get a harbor. No suitable location. What are you talking about? Coast right here. Oh, we don't own it yet, obviously. Obviously, we don't own that. What land is it going to be acquiring next? Ugh. I'd really like to get a coastal tile for Christiansand so we can build the harbor there. You know what? I got 86 gold. Oh, and we can change our government policy. So I could, since I now have my settlers. Wait. I have 1 settler right here. I have 2 settlers. Yep, both my settlers are made. So we can go ahead and change this settler policy. And we can swap it out with land surveyors to reduce the purchase cost of tiles. Just so that we can purchase it cheaper. Now I could slot in natural philosophy since our campus is being boosted quite a bit by mountains. I think this would gain us like 3 extra science. What do we want to do? Do we want to save a bit of gold? Let's see. It's going to cost us 50, so 20% is like what? 10 or something maybe? 10 gold? Or nah, let's not do that actually. Let's go for the natural. I just really want my science to be quicker. But no, let's go for land surveyors. I do want to get that cheaper. I want to try and maximize my efficiency and my cheapness. And if I'm going to go ahead and buy a tile, it's going to take 10 off. I want it to be cheap. So I want to buy this right here. It's going to be adjacent to the crabs. So we'll get a bonus gold from that. And we'll gain bonus gold from our commercial hub for it being next to the for the harbor being next to it. I mean, if I was going for a tactical point of view, it would make more sense to put the harbor way over here so that I could produce ships that don't have to go all the way around this horn. But I think it's going to be fine. We're right at the top of the map, apparently in the center mostly, so most of our ships are going to come out from here anyway. It's not going to be a big deal. Staffinger's harbor is going to be over here, so we're going to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and buy this tile. Then we'll go back into production. We'll build a harbor right here. So it's going to gain a +1 from being adjacent to the commercial hub and the crabs. But most importantly, the commercial hub is going to gain more gold by being adjacent to the harbor, which is going to be nice. So we're going to get quite a nice little chunk of gold. So 2 turns for mathematics to increase our naval movement speed, which is excellent. And then we'll go for machinery. Although I really want to boost. I need to own 3 archers to boost that. I've got 1 archer. Can we get that boosted in short order? 2 turns for an archer. So it's going to take 2 turns. We'll have our second archer in 2 turns at the same time that we start researching machinery. I need to get another archer. I don't have enough money to buy one, obviously, because I have like no money. It's gonna be 100 gold. But we'll see. It'd be really nice to boost that by getting those archers. I should have done that ages ago. So I want, if I get go for military training, I can get the free envoy, and yields gained from pillaging are doubled for pillaging improvements. Not really something I care about all that much. Feudalism I never end up boosting because I never built enough farms. Maybe I don't spread out enough quickly enough. I don't know. Let's grab military training because it'll only take 1 turn. And then we can actually swap our government back out actually to the other one, which is going to be more useful now that we've already bought the tile that we wanted to buy. We'll swap it out for the natural philosophy or whatever the heck it was. Yeah. Actually, you know what? This builder has 1 build. Maybe I'll send him over here, and we'll use him when we colonize our set up our first city, which I think I decided to place on top of this copper. 3, 2, 3. No, did I decide to put it there, or did I decide to put it here? 3, 1, 2, and 3. I think I maybe decided to put it here for the extra stone. I'll have to watch that back actually to see what I decided because I completely forgot now. We're gonna put more cities over here, so it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, I decided to put it here so I could get these 2 resources here. I think yeah. Okay. So we'll send this guy over there. Come on. I should actually explore up there a little bit. We'll get this settler to go. This settler's on his way. I kind of actually want to move this guy back over here because I want to lock my settlers with the swordsman. Hey, he sent me an envoy. Delegation is most welcomed. And he has sent a delegation. Your delegation is most welcomed. We want to play nice with these guys. Let's take a look at what Saladin wants. The Ayyubid dynasty. He wants to have his worship building in many cities and likes a civilization with it. Dislikes civs following other religions or civs waging war on followers of his religion. Okay. I know that... Oh, and he's actually declared friends with Germany as well. So it'd be nice to be friends with him too. Alright, so we have military training now, which means we can change our government for free. Let's keep sending our dudes around to see what we can scout out. Oh, barbarians. Of course. I don't want Saladin to think that I'm sending dudes, like warriors, like units over to his place. Let's just bring that guy back so they can link up. So I want to be careful how close I let them get. Okay, so now we need defensive tactics to get anything else. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to be the target of a declaration of war, so it's not going to get boosted. One more turn we'll have that other archer. This will be done, and then we can start on machinery, which will end up taking 3 turns once we get our 3rd archer. We can send an envoy. But I don't want to become the suzerain of anything because it'll upset Barbarossa. So let's not upset Germany. We'll just save our envoy. And now we found Japan. The humble disciple of Bushido. His greeting is shorter than some of the others. Sometimes they just ramble on and on. It's an honor to meet you. Exchanging information is good. I want to see where his capital is. Where is it? Wait, oh, it's down here. There he is. Kyoto. So I discovered his warrior. So Kyoto's way down here. He's following Buddhism, which is makes sense. Nice amount of wheat over here. This would be probably a good place for a city, actually. Maybe. Depends on what's over here. But you know, I'm going to find out. Let's take the scout and let's bring him down here. It's going to take him a while to get there. But let's bring him down here to find out what's over there, because even though Japan is here, like, it's far enough away where he won't care as long as he doesn't have more cities in here. Plus, I want to explore that anyway, now that we know he's there. And now that we've met Hojo, let's go ahead and send a delegation so that he'll actually take it. You have to do it like immediately. He likes civs to have a strong military and faith and culture output. He dislikes civs that are strong in military but weak in faith and culture. Okay, so I'm going to try and have all those things, but I'm probably not going to end up with enough of them for him to like me. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen. My faith output is 18, my culture output is 16.4. He probably wants more than that. We'll send out our builder. We'll send out our settler. Next turn. Scythia is got to be over here somewhere. Wait, have I not? Did I not exchange information?
Without mathematics, there's nothing you can do. Everything around you is mathematics.
Yep. Wait, is this her over here? No, that's my guy over there. So we're coming back around this side already. So you go over here and link up. And you come down here. You won't be able to do anything for a little bit, but you guys link up. And we'll get some cities over there. Yeah, our scout will just have to keep coming over here. Our longboat will keep scouting along the coastlines. There's another Scythian dude. There's a lot of Scythian guys. I think we found Scythia. I think Scythia's over here somewhere. She's fighting barbarians, which is always nice. I like it when my enemies are busy fighting barbarians. Because there's no barbarians on my island, I'm actually going to take this archer and I'm going to send him over there too. Just so that we'll have some really good defense for our first city. That's off of our island. Oh wow. Viking longship against the enemy quadrime. We're gonna take him right down. Get some nice experience. Okay, he's already sending out Muslim missionaries. Obviously not surprising. That is what he does. He is a very religion-focused civ. We're going to finish out this turn, and then we'll finish out the episode. So we'll start researching machinery. We have 108 gold, which means I could purchase an archer, but it will take me 2 more turns to build another one. So we're going to build another archer. It's going to pop in 2 turns, which is going to boost this, which means that it should then finish in the next turn. So that should actually be really good. Although, I lied. We're not going to end the episode yet. I'm going to get the Great Lighthouse. I can't end the episode until I get it. I really want to make sure that I get it. Oh, uh-oh. There's another quadrime. This could actually be bad. I don't know that my guy can fight 2 at once.
Was the cynosure of all eyes.
There we go. The Great Lighthouse. We got it. So now all of our ships get +1 movement, which is fantastic. I want to get as many ship buffs as possible. I also want to get the Colossus of Rhodes. I would really like to also have the Colossus. So we have the Great Lighthouse, which is awesome. Let's just make sure that our little ship is doing okay. Yeah, we can promote it. It's just I don't want to fight 2 ships at once. Let's move over here. And then we'll promote it. Combat strength versus naval units or +1 to movement? That's actually a really good question. We already heal outside of friendly territory. Let's go for helmsman since I'm primarily using these ones to scout. We want to make sure they can move. Holy cow! No, go back into the water. Alright, so we're going to call it here. That wasn't good. Thank you so much for watching. Like and comment the video if you enjoyed it. Join our Discord if you're interested. And stay tuned for future episodes. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.